Welcome back to the Productivity Podcast, where I give you a daily productivity tip so you can get the most out of your time, your talent, and your ideas. I'm your host, Brandon White. Here we go. Today, we're diving into the world of Agile, a project management methodology that prioritizes flexibility and collaboration. Agile isn't new, but it's experienced a resurgence. It all started in 2001 with the Agile Manifesto, a document outlining core values for software development that prioritize individuals and interactions over processes and tools. Agile has evolved beyond software development and expanded across many different industries. Here's how Agile works. Instead of a rigid linear plan, think Waterfall approach, Agile breaks projects down into smaller, manageable chunks called sprints. Teams work iteratively, meaning they develop, test, and refine features in short, fast cycles, constantly adapting based on feedback and the work done. This gives you real-world feedback and flexibility to adjust based on how things actually are working. The Agile approach has three major advantages. Number one, increased flexibility. Agile allows you to adapt to changing priorities and market demands, unlike the waterfall method where changes can be disruptive and costly. Number two, improved communication. Agile fosters continuous communication between team members, stakeholders, and clients, ensuring everyone's on the same page. And number three, faster feedback loops. With frequent testing and deliverability, Agile allows for early detection and correction of errors, leading to a higher quality product. Agile is much different than a traditional waterfall approach. For example, imagine a waterfall as a long, pre-planned hike where you can't change your route once you start. The plan is the plan. Agile, on the other hand, says, here's where we want to end up. Let's take it mile by mile. Maybe along the hike you see an amazing waterfall in the distance. You and your fellow hikers huddle and decide you want to see and take a detour. You get to the waterfall and have a swim. It's amazingly cool and refreshing. Then you see a hill that looks like it might have an amazing view. You and your fellow hikers huddle and plot a course to that hill, and then from there, figure out the path on how you're going to get to your destination. That's Agile. Here's another example using building a house. The traditional waterfall approach goes like this. Number one, there's detailed planning. You create a complete blueprint and schedule for the entire project. This includes materials, permits, contractor selection, and everything down to the final paint color. Number two, you have linear execution. Each stage is completed sequentially. Foundation first, then framing, followed by plumbing and electrical, and then any interior finishes. The Agile approach to building a house, on the other hand, goes like this. You prioritize your needs. Start with the most critical aspects of the house, the foundation, major plumbing and electrical lines, and the core structure of the envelope, the walls and the roof. Then you jump right in with short sprints or iterations. You break down the construction into shorter phases, sprints, focused on specific functionalities. For example, one sprint could focus on completing the foundation, another on framing the first floor, then laying out the electrical and see if it all makes sense. As each iteration or sprint is complete, you move on to the next one. This gives you continuous improvement. After each sprint, the team, the owner, the architect, the contractor, reviews the progress, identifies challenges, and adjusts plans for the next sprint. This could involve modifying materials, layouts, or even budget allocations based on the new information of how the build is going. Here's the benefits of using the Agile approach in home building. You get early feedback and adjustments. The homeowner can provide feedback and make changes after each sprint. Maybe they decide to upgrade the insulation during the framing stage or relocate a light switch before electrical work because it's going to work better that way. Another benefit, you can start to adapt to budgetary constraints. Financial limitations become apparent really early on. If costs exceed initial estimates, the team can adjust materials or features in subsequent sprints to stay within the budget. And one of the biggest benefits is that you have improved communication. Agile encourages open communication between the homeowner, architect, and contractor. This leads to a more cohesive building process and a better final product. Now, Agile isn't without its challenges in this home building process. you need to make sure that you find an Agile-friendly contractor. Traditional contractors might be less familiar with Agile methods, so finding a contractor comfortable with an iterative approach is critical. You will have building code compliance. Building codes may require specific inspections at certain stages, so Agile needs to be adapted to ensure compliance within the iterative framework. And lastly, there's uncertainty with unknown variables. Unforeseen circumstances like weather delays or material shortages can disrupt sprint schedules. Flexibility is the key to navigating these challenges. While Agile isn't a perfect fit for every house build, its core principles can offer advantages for certain projects. It allows for greater adaptability, faster feedback loops, and better communication between all stakeholders involved, creating a much better experience for everyone. And Agile isn't a one-size-fits-all solution. Several methodologies have emerged from its core principles, like Scrum, Kanban, and Lean. Each offers a different approach to structure workflows and prioritizing tasks. We've covered some of these already, and we'll cover the rest of them in upcoming episodes. Don't let someone tell you Agile can't be applied to just about any project. It can. The key to success is having a team that understands the method, has the Agile mindset, and executes on it. So whether you're managing a software development project, a marketing campaign, or even building a house, Agile principles will help you prioritize, adapt, and achieve your goals efficiently. So ditch the waterfall and embrace the Agile flow. Your move. Hey, thanks so much for listening to the show. Please make sure to click the follow button on your podcast app so you never miss a new episode of the show. And of course, it's free. And don't forget to sign up for my free newsletter at brandoncwhite.com. We'll see you in the next episode.